Hello and welcome to my channel, GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your daily reading for the 13th of March, and I just wanted to thank all of you who've sent such beautiful comments in. I wanted to thank you so much for your lovely comments around the weather event and all the things that happened with that, so I appreciate that. So I'm pretty excited about this full moon in Virgo and the eclipse season. It has actually packed a punch. The winds have changed. Yes, it was a cyclone that we were facing, but definitely it feels like there's just some big shifts happening and major resets and things that it almost feels like I can get rid of some stale energy once you embrace it and go, okay, I see what is being asked of me here. Yeah, I'm feeling exciting about where I might be headed now. So let's see what's coming in. The 13th of March is the day before that beautiful full moon in Virgo. I feel like I need to keep shuffling, actually. I don't feel like it's quite right. So if you're a Virgo or a Pisces, you might be feeling this one really strongly. So let's see what is coming in. The Five of Pentacles. But I think we're all feeling these eclipse seasons. They're really, yeah, some deep stuff happening here. So Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, what is going on inside our mind? The Moon and the Ace of Swords, my goodness. Okay, Six of Swords. There are a lot of things contradicting itself. I want to say contradictions. It feels like I feel this way, but then I want to feel that way. This isn't clear, but then it does become clear. I'm feeling like I want to be happy and fulfilled, but yet I'm really stressed out about something on the financial front, or something in the material realm here is a challenge, and it's just been like, oh, it's going round and round in my head. Maybe you're thinking about like the world economy, the stock market, your money, your business, your career, financial future, whatever it is. And this Six of Swords says, because Mercury is slowing down, it's going retrograde, we're getting a lot of element of air here. Even the moon is kind of like, oh, I'm trying to use my intuition, but things aren't clear because Mercury is so strong. It's a Mercury-ruled full moon. We're seeing the moon coming in here right next to the Ace of Swords, which is the element of air. So Mercury rules Virgo, and Mercury is deeply analytical, and Mercury is stationing to go retrograde. So it's very close to the earth. Our minds, it's kind of interesting. Yesterday I was saying, oh, we're not going to that Nine of Swords, but we're starting to see it here coming in. So this is where your mind could be going into over-analysis, like, oh, I'm thinking a little bit too much, or over-analyzing this a little bit too much, or I'm worrying too much about something. And it's almost like I need to pull myself out of that, from the Nine of Swords into a bit of a kind of mentally stressed place, or dark place, or an overwhelmed place, or can't stop thinking about it place, to the Nine of Cups, where it's like about fulfillment, and it's like a very different place. But then I go into the Moon card, which is feeling like things are unclear again, and it's sort of like you're getting, but then I go back to the Ace of Swords, which is clarity. And so it's a very deeply logical energy, which is interesting because moons are always so about our subconscious or about our intuition, especially a full moon is a beautiful culmination energy. And the light of the moon, something has been illuminated here, that we are receiving the clarity, which is really nice. With the moon comes in and says, I'll show you something. And because it is a big full moon, it's going to be a lot clearer than what we might have had in the past. So this could be major insights coming in again, major shifts of perspective, if I can get the word right. This could be clarity that comes through unexpectedly in places or spaces that normally haven't been particularly clear. This could be a very clear intuition coming through for you. So there's something like that coming in. And with the Six of Swords, it's just saying, I want to find some kind of peace, some kind of mental peace. So if your mind is feeling a little bit overactive here, it really is almost like surrendering to the moon. The moon is the strongest card in this spread because it's the only major arcana, and it's coming in shining the light on stuff, and it's shining the light on what brings you fulfillment. It's making things clear for you around that. So if there's something here that you were like, oh, I'm so worried about this, is this the right direction for my job or my career or my money or where I'm living, or something that you're here challenging yourself to grow, there's some kind of challenge here on the material realm. With the Five of Pentacles, maybe maybe it's worried about rejection or failure or something like that that's coming in. There's something you're worrying about here or over-analysing, and it's kind of just saying, let that story go. Let the moon show you. Wait for something to be illuminated by the light of the moon, and then you can find that mental peace throughout this. So just expect a very mentally active time where your mind is trying to grapple with understandings, and it may be that you've got a lot on your plate as well. That might come up with this as well. Might feel like I don't have enough time for everything. How am I going to fit everything in? That could come through with it. But it's basically saying, trust the moon. Trust this beautiful big Virgo moon, that when it comes in, it's going to bring you some kind of illuminated clarity about, with those 2 nines, something is culminating. You're intuiting what it is. Mentally, you're trying to work out what it is. Something is culminating, finishing as a completion or an ending that is occurring here. And it's almost like you're so close to it now, so close to the understanding, or so close to the finishing or the realization or whatever it is. It's so close. And yet then the moon is saying, I'm going to show you what the new beginning looks like here. You're going to see it very clearly. So we're sort of in between. The 9s represent the ending and the ace represents the new beginning, but yet we don't have a 10 here. So that might create some of the little bit of friction and structure, as it's not quite clear. It feels like we're in between 2 timelines. Something is completing and ending and something new is beginning, and it's kind of all blurring in to each other at the same time. So it is a little bit of a question of, I just get, trust the moon, trust that the insights and the perspective that you need to see here, the new thing, the new thought, the new idea, the new thing that needs to be illuminated and that your mind is going to see really clearly, the moon, this moon will show it to you. It might not necessarily be on this day, but it might be on the next day. But it feels like, because it's an eclipse-like energy, it's just saying, I will make something really clear to you. So it's almost saying, don't worry. Put all these like fears and worries aside. Don't get too caught up in a story or too caught up in having to feel like that you have to push something, because it's just naturally going to happen. Something naturally is going to complete. Something's naturally going to be illuminated, and something new is shifting. So it feels like it's kind of saying, if you are struggling with some energies, to let go of the struggle and just wait for this clarity to come through. So thank you, moon. Very lovely, strong and guiding moon. Absolutely bringing a lot of clarity and shifts of perspective. So can't wait to see what comes in tomorrow with tomorrow's read. But thank you so much for joining me, because tomorrow will be the actual full moon eclipse, total lunar eclipse. So looking forward to that. And yeah, the best way to deal with this is just have an open mind. Really have an open mind, and an open mind to a shift of perspective or a new idea or something new coming in that you're going to see. So that is the reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments. Follow me on Instagram, and take care.